Hello everyone and welcome to the review of the GX70 laptop from MSI. The CPU is an AMD A10 57050M. The GPU is an AMD Radeon HD 8970M with 2GB of GDDR5. The LCD monitor is a 17.3 inch 1920 by 1080 non-glare. The memory is DDR3, 8 gigs. The hard drive stock is 750 gigabytes. I believe it is a 7200 RPM. I did replace it for a 248 gigabyte SSD for faster loading times. The wireless card stock is an 802.11 BG and N. I replaced it with a killer LAN card, which is dual band. Some of the features is a SteelSeries keyboard, HDMI output, 3 USB 3.0 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, a Blu-ray reader that also burns dual-layer DVDs. There is also a 3-monitor output through DVI, HDMI, and VGA. There is a memory card reader for SD cards. There's also Sound Blaster Cinema quality audio, which sounds great on this laptop. And as I'm showing here, the switchable graphics application from AMD doesn't detect the newer games like Tomb Raider or Black Ops 2. You will have to manually add those.
Okay, so I'm going to show a demo of some of the games that I have. Black Ops 2, Star Wars The Old Republic, World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and Diablo 3. Now I am recording from the outside because I want to show the exact frame rates. I'll do carrier first, and this one's not as bad as some of the other maps. Now I know if this game was on Xbox 360, there is lag on Xbox 360, but with a controller and a joystick moving it smoothly at a set speed, you never feel it. And plus it only runs at 30 frames, whereas the monitor runs at 60 frames. The refresh rate is a little different. Plus you're moving with a mouse, so you'll feel everything. As you can see, it's very high frame rate on the ground. And as soon as you get up above, it starts to drop a little bit. And the effects, like the fire effects, don't change the frame rate at all. It's mostly the models. When you're seeing too many high polygon models on the screen, that's the major problem. But like I said, if I was playing with a controller, maybe like the Xbox 360 controller instead of a mouse, I probably wouldn't even notice this lag. But with a mouse, you start to notice when it drops below 60. Okay, so let's try another map. How the hell did he even see me? Bots cheat. Alright. Let's change the map. And I'll just change it to one of the... Like, obviously Hijacked almost always runs at 100 frames. Because it's such a small map. Just one in particular, Meltdown. I'm not sure why the frame rates really change during the loading process, as it's really just a picture. But unless unless all the models are really loading in front of it or something, I'm not sure. Or maybe just the game in general slows down when it starts to load. The awaiting textures screen really stays on there for a long period of time. Sometimes really long on the online games. I don't know if you saw that. I was above the map, sort of overviewing over everything. That was about 30 frames. But I'm not playing at that point, so that's fine. Now here, this is where you start to feel it. I'm getting 30 here. I will show you graphics, what I do have. Shadows on high, ragdoll. High texture filtering. Anti-aliasing, FXA. Ambient occultation, depth of field. I'm not syncing every frame so you can see the real frame rates. You know, if I sync it, it'll stay at 60, but you'll feel you'll definitely feel the lag. So if let me go ahead and change it. I'll leave texture filtering on high for right now. And change all that. Apply. Okay, let's save that. Okay. That's... about the same. I mean, before it was mid-30s, now it's mid-40s, so... it's a little better. But once again, it's because of the high polygons, mostly. That are affecting it. Let me see if I can get higher up. Preferably in this room. About 50. Let's go over here. Mid 70s look like. I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. Too many bots on the screen. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get up there. There is another area. You know what? I think it actually is over here. Okay, we'll just... this window. It's, yeah, mid-30s right there. So, and that's on everything on low settings. Now, that window actually is really bad on consoles too, Xbox and PlayStation 3. if you're in those areas, it still lags. But for consoles, obviously, this game is compiled and more suited for the console. You know, this is just a kind of general build for all computers. So I kind of wish they would give us more options, maybe to lower the polygon count in some of the models or something like that. World of Warcraft, I just have a trial. I don't have a full account, but you'll be able to see what's going on. Okay, I'm in Orgrimmar too, so you can see exactly. Yeah, because that's where everyone gathers. So this will be at its worst, sort of. As you can see, I'm getting a high 300 some frames there. Okay, here's Org. Surprisingly, not 60 frames. I don't have a mount. I don't know where I'm going. I'll go this way. So yeah, I'm getting 40 frames? That's questionable. Now, they do have switchable graphics on here. So if it doesn't know what this game is... Oh no, it is set for high performance, okay. Wow. Let's see. Yep, that is correct. Okay. Let's see what my graphics are. Set for good. It could be the shadow quality. No, still 50. That's usually what does it. Seems to be working a little better, I think. Maybe a combination of shadows and, what was the other one? Projected textures, maybe? Alright, here's everyone. 40s? Oh man. That is strange that it's so bad. 30! Dropping down to 30 frames, what? Okay, well, if I wasn't playing with the frame rate showing, I don't think I would mind, really, because it's definitely playable. Alright, let's exit. Strange for such an old game. You know, World of Warcraft's a few years old now. Much older than the other games I'm playing here. Let's try Skyrim. Here's what I have set. Wow. Yeah, maybe I should turn these down a little bit. Okay. And level of detail. Actually, I don't know. Oh, okay. Anti-aliasing off. Let's try that. Basically, this would be low graphics, essentially. Just continue from where I left off. I have been playing a long time on this laptop. Trying out lots of games, different beta drivers. This is their newest one. 15 frames? Now, I haven't really gotten to the city on PlayStation or Xbox, so I can't really tell if this would also lag on a console, but maybe it would. I don't know. You know, if I played with a controller on here, would it feel normal? But definitely moving on a mouse, you can tell. At 18 frames, you can tell. The mouse starts to lag. It's trying to keep up with it. Even the cursor looks weird. So let's go into something else. Another city. This isn't too bad here. Yeah, so if you're on an adventure or something outside of a very high detailed city, it plays very well. Oh crap. Alright, I'll just quit then. Let's try Diablo 3. I'll save Old Republic for later. I was messing with that last, having some issues with it. I really like the new beta launcher too. Can keep all my games there. Did not get Hearthstone yet, but I don't think Hearthstone would have a problem running on this laptop. Alright. I just picked a high populated area with monsters. Just to show you worst case scenario here. Okay, so that was Diablo 3, running out of space here on my camera. I'll just show you quickly the Old Republic. And if I could, I would show you EverQuest, the first game, or two, doesn't even matter. They're both very high quality now, more than their older games. Like before the expansion packs, before Planes of Power, they're very low graphics. They can run on any computer, but their latest expansion packs really up the graphics, and in a high concentrated area, it lags on any computer. I don't care what video card you have, what processor you have, it'll lag you down to like 10 frames in the guild area. So I'm gonna try Old Republic. The preferences were on very high. I'll show you what they look like on very high. I mean, nice graphics in this game, but the frame rate suffers at the expense of higher quality. And apparently loading times too, because before I entered immediately, and now it's actually got a loading screen. Okay, so we got 40, 30. And the graphics do look nice. Wow, you can really feel the lag. It is just, as you're panning over, it's almost skipping. Okay, so let's Turn the graphics down. I think I had it set for medium before. Nope, still pretty bad. And you can start hearing the fans kicking in there, trying to cool this down. Hopefully I can get it at 60. It was at 60 before, unless I have to quit and reload the game. Well, either way, yeah, this is better. On low graphics, this is very, very smooth. This is playable. Like, even if it gets down to the 40 range, it's still... it's very smooth. So, definitely playable. But doesn't look the best. Okay, and that's it. I definitely recommend this laptop. I would also... they do have the Killer Network Manager. Their LAN card in here will utilize it, but the wireless... it says dual band, but it's not... I don't know. You can go with the stock one, and I'm sure it's just as good. I had some issues before they came out with this version. They had one before this that had a memory leak issue, and it maxed out my CPU almost all the time. So this is actually their newest driver, and this one doesn't have any memory leaks. If I showed the task manager, you can see the memory is not maxed out. CPU is doing fine. During gameplay, of course, it gets very high up there. I don't know if really that's the main issue is the CPU. I know that a lot of people say this laptop has CPU issues because it does have a GPU built into it, and the GPU uses up some of its space as well. But even Windows 8 itself can get the CPU pretty high up there when it's checking for updates, which it also does for my tablet as well. But yeah, I recommend it for anyone who wants to play games and doesn't want to spend too much money. But if you don't want to be held back by the CPU, they do have an i7 version that I recommend. So, thanks for watching.